billion. What's happening? Has he really earned? Has he worked so hard to get another $100 billion? No, he just grew 100%. But for you and me, if we just grow 100%, do we get $100 billion or even a billion or even a million? We don't. And that's because they are playing a different game. It's a different level. When you look at compounding, it's like it's insane what happens. So that's the power that we want to leverage as a group and tap into that and play at what I call the big boys table, right? So all of us, instead of us just having to fight for clients and doing, stupid work and just getting paid by the hour, hey, wait a second, let's put our resources together. Let's work at business at the highest level, and let's, all share in those, those benefits and those spoils and those earnings and those revenue, right? This is truly how we can all get rich, right? We can do this and all of us get rich. All of us can benefit from this. We've seen it. I mean, this is our reality today, right? This is not some hocus pocus. We've seen it with startups. Every day you hear about startups that are making it. We are making it now. But for this to work, we needed this strategy. We needed the plan, but also we need to have a small and limited, committed group of believers, supporters. Otherwise, the engine doesn't work, right? That growth engine, it needs that core supporters to stand behind it to make it happen, kind of that minimum viable, group to make it work. So this is why I want to introduce to you today our elite group of Dragon investors. I want to introduce to you the Dragon Vanguard. And the Dragon Vanguard are going to be the ones that guarantee our success and power up our engine of growth. So you might be wondering, well, okay, Mike, who is the Dragon Vanguard? These are the dragons that are most committed, that are most focused, that believe in this. They're seeing this, they're believing in it, they've seen the proof, they've seen the milestones, they've seen the work we've been doing so far, and are like, okay, I see it, I believe what happened, I saw it, and I believe in the future of what will happen. And in return, the Dragon Vanguard are going to be the greatest benefactors and the ones that benefit the most and deserve the greatest reward for their commitment, their support, and their backing. So as you are seeing, we are at a massive inflection point. This is really the key, and I'm jumping on this because up until now, some of you might have been frustrated with me or confused with me, Mike, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? But there was a method to the madness, right? I've been trying to find our winning product. There's been a lot of things I've been putting in an alignment to make sure, okay, okay, this is ready, this is ready, this is ready, this is ready. And now all those things are in alignment. Our product is ready. We have a product market alignment. All these factors are now ready, and literally we just have to execute. We just have to grow. We have to scale. So let's take a step back. Practically, I put a plan together that for this hyper growth plan. And I believe for this plan to work, we can run this business, this base engine, this core engine at just $3,000 a month. Literally, just $3,000 a month, we can run the growth engine. We can run the startup. And all, the rest of the money that we will need for the expanding our team and all this stuff, all that money will come from cash flow and from clients and from all the stuff we're doing, the revenue generating activities. But we need this $3,000 a month or $750 a week to kickstart that engine, right? This is like the Kickstarter that will get that engine going, but without that injection, right, of like, okay, here's some money to put in to pay the basic bills to get the engine going, it doesn't go. So here's what I've done. So if we need $750 a week, I broke that down into 75 individual pieces, okay? We call those the Dragon Cores, right? These are the 75 Dragon Cores. Each Dragon Core is $10 a week, right? That's a $10 a week investment, right? And the Dragon Vanguard, they are going to be the dragons that commit to backing they will commit to a certain number of Dragon Cores and to backing that up every week. And then in return, what we will have happen is that core engine of growth, that core operating engine does not stop anymore, right? This way, me and my team will be able to focus 100% of our time on just executing this plan and nothing else, right? That's why the Dragon Vanguard, as you can see, is critical to making this happen. Without the Dragon Vanguard, you know, we can't execute on time. But with the Dragon Vanguard, we will execute on time. So, so we have 75 Dragon cores and $10 a week each one. But and then in return for that guaranteed support and investment, what are the benefits that you will be getting and the Dragon Vanguard will be getting? So first of all, as a Dragon Vanguard, you're going to be at the highest investor level. So pretty much you are going to be number one, right? As you know, the Dragon Alliance is really near and dear to me. This is, for me, has been my dream, you know, and you guys, the Dragons who have believed in me and supported with me and worked with me, you're allowing me to live my dream and to bring our dream for all of us. So for you, the Dragons that have supported and helped, you are the most important to me, and that is I owe you a huge debt, and that's not going away. And then as a Dragon Vanguard, somebody that, hey, said, okay, Mike, I really believe in you, I believe in this mission, and I'm going with you, going all the way, then you are the highest investor level, right? You're going to get your number one and everything. And that's going to give you the best weekly share price, so nobody will get a better deal than you, right? As a Dragon Vanguard, nobody is going to get a better share price than you. And as you've seen, our share prices, I've always, for the Dragons, tried to give you the best possible shares. And I'm trying to be as generous as possible for your returns. On top of the best share price, you're going to get free bonus shares. You're going to see we're going to have up to a 200% bonus shares that you can get. And that's part of what's going to give you such an amazing deal. And then when we do share buybacks, you're going to get preferred buybacks. So if we are going to buy back an X amount of shares, you get first pick if you want to sell any shares and lock in your profits. If we're doing a dividend, if we're going to release a certain amount, you get preferred dividend. And a lot of you guys, and we have been discussing this because as we are growing and making more money and becoming more serious, this is becoming important about legal protection and legal structure. So you as a Dragon Vanguard, you're going to have the top position in the legal structure and the legal protection to get your shares legally, to get all of those ownership, company ownership legally when we set all of those things up. You're going to be involved in decisions and voting, right? You are a guaranteed backer of this. You have a stronger say in things because you're a Vanguard. And the big benefit of this is the weekly compounding effect. You know, every investment guru, so to speak, and every investment expert, whenever you read a book on investing, will tell you that the most important thing you can do when you're investing is to have a consistent schedule, right? Because then you benefit from the weekly compounding effect, right? And then it's like saving, right? If you're just saving consistently every week, every month, that all adds up. Especially if you do that in a hyper growth startup, then you really get a hyper growth gains, right? And this is why, you know, some of our Dragons are seeing up to like 2,000% growth because of that weekly compounding and growth that we are seeing. And this way, you can make a small investment. It's not going to hurt your budget, but then you're going to be creating something truly explosive and supporting this project that has a massive potential. And if it all works out, you're going to have a lot of money. And finally, and this goes back to the first one also, is you're going to have the highest priority. So whatever you need, you're going to be the most important. So how to join? So the Dragon Vanguard, we broke them down into 7 levels to make it easy for you. And I've tried to make it as, you know, diverse as possible for our group, that I believe that, you know, I want, you know, this to be open to anybody in our group that wants to participate. So level 1, it just starts at $10 a week. And then that has 20% bonus share. So you will get the best share price, and then you get 20% free shares on top of it. And this way, if you're on a budget, you can just start just there, $10. Just lock in one Dragon core and you're in. But then we have bigger and bigger packages for those that want to invest, you know, that can or want to or believe more. And here you're going to get the bonus shares. So all the way up to level 7, which is $350 a week, and that's 35 Dragon cores. So that's almost half of what we need every week. That's going to give you 200% bonus shares. All right. Now, so look at this and pick the one that's right for you. And I recommend picking two. Pick your minimum and maximum, because, and I will tell you why that's important. So maybe you're like, okay, I'm between level 1 and 3, $10 to $50 a week, or 50 to 150, or maybe 150 to 350, right? Pick a range, and then, because we're gonna have limited dragon cores, right? This is not an unlimited thing. This is only to fund our base, and this is why we're offering such great bonuses and all these benefits and everything, and why this isn't gonna be like a massive group. This is just a small group we're having. We only need 75 dragon cores, right? We only need that 750 a week. That's it. Everything else the business will generate to grow the business. So there's only 75 dragon cores. So if we have, and I know we have investors that will want to invest at the 350 or 250 level. So already probably half of those dragon cores are already gone. So it's limited. So put in your range to see what you can get, right? So put in your minimum, put in your maximum, and this really is a historical opportunity, right? Right now we have a deadline, we have a schedule. This is only going to happen one time, right? This engine, it's limited. So if you truly believe, then go ahead and click apply to Vanguard below. Put your minimum and maximum dragon bid, and then just submit the form, and then we're going to process, and then we will allocate the dragon cores. And we're going to try to be as fair as possible and give, so if somebody says they want all of them, we're going to try and give as much, make it, split it as fairly as possible, and we want as many of the dragons to participate in this. But we will allocate this, and then you'll get a proposal that, hey, you can invest, this is how many dragon cores is available, and then it's up to you whether you want to lock that in or you want to pass that on to someone else. And if you decide to apply to the Dragon Vanguard, you're not locked in. There's no contract. There's no long-term commitment. This is just for you to signal that, hey, Mike, I believe in this project and I'm willing to back it. And if you decide in the future you want to just stop investing or you want to change, it's up to you. You're not locked in. All right? So guys, here's a summary. We are on track to reach 20 million valuation by the end of 2024. We are committed to our $1 billion goal. And you've seen now we have the plan, we have the projections, we have the research, we have the data, we have the users, we have the marketing plan, we have the team, we have the software, we have the development. Everything is lined up right now. So if you really believe in our mission, then come join this historic opportunity. Come join the Dragon Vanguard, even at the Explorer level or whatever level you want. Because really, I truly believe this is a historical opportunity, and we're going. We're launching. We're starting. Like, this is it. We've done a lot of testing, and CF2, that's our winner. Artemis is our winner. We're gonna go now. And this is the Vanguard that's gonna lead the way. So if you feel like excited and like this really is, I believe in it too, then come and join. You've seen our journey. You've seen me from the beginning. I've made this promise and commitment to you, and you've seen me execute on that promise and commitment day in and day out. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. And every time we are just getting to the next level and next level. And I am telling you now, this is the next level for us. We have that $100 million within 2 years in sight. And for you, especially the Dragon Vanguard that are gonna join us, that's our destination. That's where we're going. And I hope you see that ultimate destination. And really, my true and honest wish for you is that we reach that destination and we celebrate and look back at our hard work and our focus and commitment and see the fruits of our labor, and we can rest and enjoy and celebrate and see like, okay, we did a good job. We achieved something. And my wish for you is to have a great legacy for you and your family. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this not for me, but I'm doing this for my family and for all the people I love and people I want to help. So if all of this is in alignment with you, then click below, select the range, and see if any spots are still available. And I look forward to welcoming you and joining you. And as always, thank you for being a supporter and a believer in the Dragon Alliance, and looking forward to our next growth phase.